children, today TVS, let us learn about the lesson number 15, blow hot and blow cold. So this is a small story of a woodcutter. Let us see, and I have given you some meanings on the board. Those let us see here. See, woodcutter means what? A person who cuts trees. So the person who cuts trees, that person is called as woodcutter. Then trembling means what? Shivering and thrilling. Shivering in cold season, in winter season, if it's much cold then we shiver, no. So that is called as shivering and thrilling. Here blowing means jerky outflow. Outflow means outflowing. We'll do know that is called as outflow. Then next, whistle, pipe, high pitch sound. Whistle means will whistle. No, you will whistle. That is called as pipe, high pitch sound. Now, in EVS, take out your EVS readers and open page number 139. Open page number 139. That is blow hot, blow cold. Okay, let me start. There was a woodcutter. Every day in the morning, he used to go to the forest to cut wood. In the evening, he would sell the wood in the city. So here the woodcutter, what he would do here, he was going every day in the morning. Then what he would do, he used to go to the forest to cut the wood. Then in the evening time, he would sell that wood. One day he went deep in the forest. It was very cold winter. His fingers were becoming numb. Numb means when it is very cold, children, your hands will become numb. It will be very cold, your hands will become very, then you can't catch anything also. If it is very chill, that if your hands are numb. Okay. So in winter he went inside the forest to cut the wood, that is in the winter season. So his hands become numb. He can't catch the he can't catch anything. When his hands are numb, he can't catch even the axe also in his hand. Okay. Every now and then the woodcutter would put down his axe and bring his hands close to his mouth. Then he would blow hard on them to warm them. So what this woodcutter would do, that when it was in winter season, now it's winter season only. Okay, so it is very cold, means if it is very chill, then how the woodcutter was doing, he would put the axe down, then he was he would nub his hands like this. He was blowing like this. He would put the axe down, then he would do. Then he would blow hard on them to warm them. Blowing means, even you all also, if your hands are chill, you will nub like this, isn't it? Then, while he was cutting wood, Mayan Baliste was watching him from a corner. So when he was doing again and again this woodcutter, so the person there, that is Mayan Baliste, he was seeing from the corner. Okay. Then Mayan Baliste saw that the continue kept blowing on his hand. He began to wonder what all that was about, but he could not understand it. So he was watching. What is this person? He's gone. He's gone nubbing his hands. What is this? Again and again. He was watching. He got up thinking that he would go and ask the woodcutter. So what he did, he thought, let me go and ask the woodcutter what he is doing. After walking a little, he came back thinking that the woodcutter not like being asked. So after some time, what he'll think, then let it be not to ask if he thinks anything bad. Finally, Mayan Baliste could not help himself. So Mayan Baliste, what he thought to not to ask, but he can't control himself only. And again he went and asked the woodcutter. Then the woodcutter says, what the woodcutter say? Hello brother, what this Mayan Baliste will say to the woodcutter. See, finally Mayan Baliste could not help himself. He went knocking like this. Then to the woodcutter and said, he went to the woodcutter and said, hello brother, if you don't mind, can I ask you something? So he'll say that, hello brother, if you would not tiny person, the woodcutter was amazed and amused. So that that Mayan Ballista, how he was, he was very tiny, he was very short. So by seeing him, the woodcutter was amazed, okay, surprised. But he did himself smile and said, but also he smiled himself and said to the Mayan Ballista, of course, you can ask. So what he will say? The woodcutter will say that, of course, you can ask anything. All I want to ask him, why do you blow from your mouth to your hands? He is saying that, why do you blow your hands from your mouth? Said Mayan Ballista. So how silly this person is. Then come to page number 114. Here the woodcutter replied, it is too cold, my hands are frozen, so I blow on them to warm them up a little. So he is saying that it's very chill, it's very cool. For that sake only, I want to, my hands are frozen, it's frozen. So I am blowing my hands to become warm. Then when they get cold again, I warm them again by blowing. So again when it became again cool, again the woodcutter was blowing his hands. Mayan Ballista nodded. Oh, so that's it. He'll say that, oh, so that's it. Okay. Then, and with that he moved off. But he stayed nearby, kept a close watch on him. So, but he went, after saying he went, but also what he did, he was watching him. This is the Mayan Ballista. Can you see here? He is the Mayan Ballista and he is the woodcutter. But also he is watching here. Okay. Then soon it was afternoon and he moved off. Okay. So soon it was afternoon. The woodcutter began to think of lunch. He picked up 2 stones and made chula. So what happened? This woodcutter, it became evening. He is hungry, so he want to eat something. So what happened? He'll take 2 stones. Then he made chula. With the stone, in olden days, they were lighting the fire with the stones only. Yes or no? He lit a fire and put a small handi pot filled with potatoes to boil. So what happened? He'll take a small pot filled with water. Then he'll put the potatoes in that and he'll boil the potatoes. Filled. The woodcutter was damp. So the woodcutter bent down and blew on the fire to help in burn. Ballista was watching him from a distance. So this Ballista was all watching. When that fire won't come soon, no children, they'll blow like this. Why? Because the fire should become more. Okay. So he was doing, the woodcutter, he was making the fire. There he goes. Again he'll go blowing from his mouth. Does fire come from your mouth? How silly person. He's saying that, okay, when he was blowing like this, then he'll go and ask again, Mayan Ballista, he'll go and ask that, is the fire is coming from your mouth? Okay, the woodcutter was feeling very hungry. So the woodcutter got hungry. So he felt very hungry. He took out a potato from the handi. He tried to eat it. Then, but the potato was too hot. He again began to blow on it. So, even you all will say, if it is your hot children, if you want to eat sweet potato, okay, boiled. So, any boiled things, if you want to eat, how you will do? You will do. Isn't it? This sound you all will make. Again that Mayan Ballista, he will watch him. Then he will remove the potatoes from the pot. Hare, said Ballista to himself. The Ballista says that, Hare, said Ballista to himself, he is blowing again. Now what? He is going to burn the potato. So what he says that, Hare, again he is blowing, again he is burning the potato or what? After blowing a few more puffs on it, the woodcutter put in his mouth and began to eat it. So moves, then it will become cool. Then the woodcutter, what he did, he put in his mouth. Now Mayan Ballister was surprised. He just could not stop himself and off he was hopping to the woodcutter. "Hello brother," he said. "If you don't mind, can I ask you a question again?" So what the again he'll go to the woodcutter. He'll say, "Hello brother, can I ask you one more question?" Okay, then he'll knocking his hands, he'll go. The woodcutter replied, "Not at all. Ask whether you want." Okay, the woodcutter replied, "Not at all. Ask whatever you want. Okay, I won't mind. So whatever you want, you ask." Then Mayan Ballister said, "This morning you told me that blew on your hands to warm them up." So he said that this morning you said me that if you blow on the hands, then it will become warm. Okay, now you are blowing on these potatoes. See, now you are blowing on these potatoes, which is already so hot. Why you do want to make it hotter? See how is so he is saying that in morning you said me that already it to become warm the hands you will blow, but now already the potatoes are hot, then again you are blowing, then how the potatoes won't become hot? He is asking a question. No, my little friend, this potato is too hot. I am blowing on it to cool it down. See, he is saying that no, my friend, these potatoes are burning. These potatoes, for that sake, it's very hot, so I want to cool them. For that sake, I am blowing on these potatoes. When he heard this, Mayan Ballister's face turned white. He began to tremble with fear and started to back away. So what happened? Again, Mayan Ballister, what he'll do? Then his face became white like this. Began to tremble with fear. He'll get with the fear and started back away. He'll go back away. The woodcutter was a good man. He said, "What's wrong, Mayan? Are you trembling because of the cold?" See, he is asking. The woodcutter was a very nice, good person. He'll ask, "What happened, Mayan? Are you trembling with the cold?" But Mayan Ballister kept going backwards. But Mayan Ballister, what he'll say is not, he won't talk with him, he'll go backwards. When he was a safe distance away, means some far, okay, when far away, he said to himself, "Okay, what kind of a creature is this? Surely he must be a ghost or a djinn." So what happened? He'll say that maybe he is a ghost, okay, like a devil. So I should be far from him. So he'll move from far. Blow hot, blow cold with some breath. It is just not possible. That's right, things. There are some things which just cannot be, but they are. So what happened? Blow hot, blow cold. It's not so easy also. Okay, but some things are there. Some things are there but some things that just cannot be, but they are. Some things that is like a flute, a whistle. Okay, with that also it will be blowing. Then come to page number 142. That is think and tell it's that you have to read, children. Then come to page number 143. They make a paper whistle. With this paper, this is the exercise part you have to do. Then come to page number 145. This all is the exercise part. That is the clock inside you. The clock inside you. You have all heard the tick tick of the clock. Have you seen a doctor using a stethoscope to listen to your chest? Okay, so you know that clock that it will say tick 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 when it will go round. Okay, so even the doctor also, when we go near the doctor, he'll take, you keep the stethoscope on your chest here. Even you will hear the sound of the chest also. Okay. What do you think she hears? Where is the sound coming from? Is there a clock inside your chest that keeps ticking away? So what happened? She is thinking that if the heart says tick tick tick, maybe the clock is inside the chest. For that sake, it's coming the sound like this or what? Do you want to listen to your heartbeat? Take a rubber tube as long as distance from your shoulder to your elbow. So what happened? You take a rubber tube from here to here the chest to keep it. At one end and fix a funnel. Place the funnel on the left side of your chest. So left side means this side. You place the funnel at the left side of the chest and keep that in your here, that pipe. Place the funnel on the left side of your chest. Put the other end of the tube to your here. So other end of the tube you should put to the here. Listen carefully. You listen carefully. The sound of your heart, how it is beating. Discuss to your friend. Okay, then you should discuss about. You discuss. You will feel what you will feel. You discuss. Okay. Then here children, they have snake tells the flow of hair. This is this also is listen here. For this, take a round paper that is 10 to 15 centimeters wide. Cut this paper in spiral shape as shown in the figure. Spiral shape. You should take a paper, then cut it into the spiral shape like this, round. Okay. To hold this snake, tie a thread on both the sides. So what you should do, that spiral shape you should cut, then you should hold the thread from up and down also. Okay. Hang this snake near a hot ring. For this you can take tea, water or a rubbing that is burning candle. Now see from the top in which direction the snake moves. Then after tying the thread upward and downwards, you see. Then you keep a fire near that. That is whether it is a candle or a hot tea. Then you see the how it is moving. It is moving in the anti-clockwise. That is clockwise direction. It will move the clockwise direction. Okay, this way. Okay. Then stand this snake to a fan. Look in which direction it moves. Take this paper snake of different places and observe it and the movement. Can you understand from the movement of a snake? It is if the hair is moving upwards and downwards. So by this doing with the paper, it will move the upwards and the downwards. Okay. So the lesson is over, children. I think you might have been understood that, and I gave the hard words also. You write in your notes right hand. First one is thinking, second one understand, third one hopping, fourth one amazed, fifth one going, sixth one wonder, seventh one not, eighth one feeling, ninth one gone, 10th one already. So write these words in your EVS notes. Then if you have any doubts in this lesson, we will discuss in the online class. Okay children, I will give the question answers also in the online class. Okay, bye.